Hello everyone, and my name is Immorality, and welcome to this video. Seriously, take a seat. Today will in fact be my first ever video on Destiny 2, so I would appreciate some warm welcomes in the comment section down below. However, I don't want to dwell on this fact for too long, because as heartbreaking as it is, you guys probably aren't here for me. So let's not waste any more time and get right into the video. Savathun, our toughest enemy yet, not because of her sheer strength or broken powers. I mean, yeah, she'll probably be pretty strong, but the reason she's so dangerous to us is because we're ignorant of the truth, and using the truth as her weapon, she'll force many wedges into our cracks, even whilst posing as our ally, as our friend. As Savathun states in the Witch Queen trailer,
"In this universe of light and dark, there is no greater power."
with the year leading up to the Witch Queen, we're supposed to get many revelations and truths regarding the true nature of this battle between the light and dark. That it isn't just a bunch of cosmic forces clashing blindly against each other, that this battle is a lot more complex than we could have ever anticipated. And judging from the trailer, we know that Savathun does get a hold of the light by the time we get into the Witch Queen. I feel like most people feel like this spoiled the story and made characters like Mara feel dumb this season, because although we know what happens, the characters would never imagine that Savathun would use the light later. Although I don't think it's a good idea to have us this heavily spoiled, they probably had to reveal the Hive Guardians either now or when the Witch Queen releases, for the sake of marketing purposes. Again, I don't like it, but I do understand. However, I think we're missing a vital part of this puzzle, almost as if we're jumping from point A to point C. I think despite Bungie marketing the results of the Season of the Lost, I think Season of the Lost will be a lot more important than just some prologue to a new DLC, more than just getting us excited for the Witch Queen, because unlike other DLCs, this year has had the most consistent narrative continuity, that we don't just jump from one story onto the other, and that it's all a connected story Bungie wants to tell us, and the most critical portion of the story so far will happen this season. It doesn't take a genius to understand when they put the most important character of this year right next to the Witch Queen and right next to his roots, the Dreaming City, that everything that's been boiling so far is about to explode this season. In fact, I won't go any longer about my points that much. I believe that the final boss of the season won't be some random high big shot following Xivu Arath, that it won't be some race we haven't met yet, that it won't be some Taken or some other Scorn either. The final boss of this season will be none other than Savathun herself, and that we will in fact kill her in this season. For some this may sound ridiculous, for some this may sound like I've been building up to something anticlimactic. If you think that, then please stick around, as I think my thought process will at least intrigue you. By the way, before I delve any deeper, as everyone and their dogs, grandmas, you name it know, there have been major leaks regarding the Witch Queen, and apparently even some parts of this season, which I have not read. I'm not going to ignore that they exist, but instead I want to take the time to say please not to put any potential spoilers in the comment section down below without using some very distinct sign that it is a spoiler. And if you're trying to confirm or debunk my theories with these spoilers, please don't. I don't theorize here to have the answers handed to me on a silver platter, as I would find it extremely displeasing, even if I was right. Again, we can't ignore the fact that these leaks exist, but please try your best to manage how you decide to share the leaks with others, if possible not at all. TLDR, this video is spoiler free from leak, and I would like you to keep it the same way for the comments too. Please and thank you. Now, the reason I am so certain that we will kill Savathun this season is because of two cutscenes we have gotten, as well as an interview conducted by the official Twitch gaming channel with Destiny 2 game director Joe Blackburn, which I will get into later. The first one being the scene from the Witch Queen reveal trailer. We can see a hive, presumably Savathun herself, going down into this pool of water like some sort of baptism, possibly just being symbolic of her being reborn in the light. This clip is put right before the clip of Savathun's design being revealed the first time in 7 long years. Although this was a jaw-dropping moment when it happened live, it may have been even better if we had gotten the chance to experience her reveal in the game. However, I think Bungie realizes this, and that the reveal of Savathun we will have will be a lot different than the ones we have expected so far. With the interview conducted with Joe Blackburn, he did in fact mention that the form we see in the reveal trailer was in fact simply one of her form. Although for you loremongers out there, this should come by as no surprise, as one of Savathun's key defining traits is definitely shapeshifting. I mean, look, Osiris is Exhibit A. However, what interests me more about this part is the context in which this was set in. This was when simply asked about the design of Savathun, especially with the trend of tall, monstrous women throughout the year which had been popular. I mean, some guardians are already willing to be corrupted by Savathun. I see your Rick and Astacross.
Yeah, Savathun!
Corrupts me more.
But I digress. Joe Blackburn made the distinction that this was just one of her forms, almost making it sound like we have not seen her true form yet, which is the part which excites me the most. That we will most likely see a different reveal of Savathun's true form this season, before it is evolved into her form in the Witch Queen. I think they're purposefully trying to keep this other form hidden as much as possible. I mean, in the cutscene Embodied, we get the silhouette of her, which looks a lot different from her form in the Witch Queen. And then, in the reveal trailer again, we don't really see her form either, just her head here, or what we can presume is her head. Again, in the first mission of this season where she turns from Osiris to her true form, it's purposefully hidden again, despite us coming directly after this reveal stream that was supposed to be revealing her form. They're still going this much out of their way to hide Savathun from us, which is oddly suspicious to say the least. I mean, even in her crystallized form, we can see the shape, but again, not really that revealing, is it? There are some people out there who speculate that the form she has in the Witch Queen is her proto-hive form, which she acquires later by us exercising her worm, which is essentially the form that the hive used to have before the three sisters of the one who'd become Oryx, Savathun, and Xivu Arath created the pact with the worm gods of the deep. However, I think this form is not that, and that it's not going back to her origins, but rather is a new form, one born from the light. In the Witch Queen reveal trailer and during the reveal streams as well, we get ourselves acquainted with the Hive Guardian, and in the trailer we see they're originally Hive, yet once reborn by the light thanks to their ghosts, their appearance changes as well. They're not your typical Hive, and I think Savathun's form is a result of her being reborn in the light after we kill her at the end of the season. Although there is one part that is leaving me a bit unclear. Savathun's memory should be wiped, so with the plot of the Witch Queen being that she uses her trickery into trying to use tricks to get her memory back, and that at the end she will succeed. Or maybe Hive are just built and don't get their memories wiped. Or maybe Savathun just left herself a note or something, because honestly that doesn't sound like a half bad idea either. I have a theory, although not with a lot of bases, that guardians are risen with their nature in mind, and in the purest sense as well. Like take Uldren for example. With this season we can see different parts of Uldren's personality be reflected within Crow. However, Crow might be a special case, which I will hopefully have a video for in the near future. Let me know down below in the comments what you think will be the plot of the Witch Queen. I'm genuinely curious to know what the rest of the community thinks it will be. With that, this marks the end of my first ever Destiny 2 video. If you made it to the end, thank you, as I hope to continue to pump out Destiny 2 videos, and I hope you guys can give me your continued support, as hitting the subscribe button will hopefully result in a consistent amount of videos to be found in your YouTube feed in the near future, as well as hitting the like button, which show me that you want more of these kinds of videos, only if you did like my video that is. If you would like to talk to me or just keep up to date with me, and the things I like, feel free to head over to my Twitter, as I am pretty active there. With all of that said, this has been eMorality, signing out.